Hey everyone, I'm Ryan-Stout.
And I'm Nate Fischer.
And we are Cinema Buffs bringing you our review of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
There's a new world coming.
Alright, so before we get into it, we just want to remind everyone to like, share, subscribe. We really appreciate all the support. So let's just talk about Tim Burton in general, Dennis. Obviously, you own a few of his movies. What do you think of Tim Burton?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Tim Burton, especially his early work. I mean, I think his first 6 films, starting with Pee-wee's Big Adventure all the way up to Ed Wood, I think those are just all just beautifully made films, just great blend of style and substance.
Yeah.
And I just feel like the substance is what has been lacking in Tim Burton's movies as of late. There are a few really good movies, like I would say like ever since Turn of the Century.
Yeah.
He kind of just took a dip down. I mean, it started with that atrocious Planet of the Apes remake.
Just awful.
Yeah. But
that didn't even feel like a Tim Burton movie
Right.
at all.
But then his next movie was Big Fish.
And I liked Big Fish.
Yeah,
Very
I thought that
good.
was great.
Yeah.
But then he just got into all these remakes, Alice in Wonderland, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, and it just wasn't doing it for me.
And it's just style, no substance.
Yeah, and I never saw Big Eyes, but I heard good things about it.
Yeah, I did. And I did enjoy it.
It was more like a dramatic take for him and everything.
Yeah, so I think he started off really great. He's just kind of taking a slip, and but with every new movie's another opportunity to impress us. But what about you? What your experience with Tim Burton?
I've always liked Tim Burton. Like you said, his earlier work is what really sticks with me. Even back to my childhood, those memories of seeing Edward Scissorhands and Beetlejuice and all those movies, all those images are really prominent in my head in a positive way. But I completely agree with you where he's just kind of more missed than hit lately, as of late. In the past 4 or 5 films, I just haven't been totally blown away like I used to be by him.
Yeah, exactly. So here we have a new interpretation from him, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
Yeah.
And this is about a young man who his grandfather passes away, and his grandfather kind of leaves him this quest that he feels like he has to go on to get closure and accept his grandfather's death, and he finds out that all these crazy stories he was told as a kid were actually true.
Yeah.
Because all these crazy characters are actually real. So having said that, let's get into these characters. A lot of different characters, a lot of unique characters. What did you think about them?
Some I liked, some I didn't like. I thought that the lead actor did a pretty good job of holding this film together. I don't blame the acting so much of the characters. It was just kind of weird, clumsy writing. Lots of odd transitions from scene to scene. It didn't seem to flow very smoothly.
No. And I think that Chris O'Dowd, who plays the lead character's father.
Yeah. Wasted.
I feel completely wasted. And the dialogue, he delivers it fine, but it's all clunky and kind of weird. And I didn't really enjoy the scenes with him.
No,
But as far as these characters, though, when I was watching this, I noticed at one point, all right, there's one girl who's peculiarity. That's what they call their special powers in this movie. It was with fire. Anything she touches, hot. And I realized, and then she had the gloves on so she could touch people.
Yeah.
The red hair, the gloves, she can't touch people. This girl's rogue. And then I couldn't stop comparing this movie to X-Men. It's this big house.
I was
gonna
use this as being this is Tim Burton doing X-Men.
It is. This is Tim Burton making an X-Men movie.
All it is. And Professor Xavier is Miss Peregrine.
Oh, totally. And there are their differences. I mean, it's not a straight rip-off of X-Men.
No, it's not. And it's a book before, and I never read the book.
Right.
So I don't know the similarities between the two.
But the book came after X-Men, so X-Men definitely influenced this for sure. And just when I thought that I could let go of the X-Men comparison, there's a fight between an ice character and a fire character. And it just kind of lost me at that point. And I think the dialogue and some of the portrayals just show I think Tim Burton's movies are just lifeless now. There's no energy to them. There's no real characters. Just everybody's kind of droll and everybody's just kind of dour and has these real just somber performances.
Yeah. I think something that played into Tim Burton in the past in his previous films was his style and how he could use practical effects and he can use the camera to his advantage. And now with all the advancements of special effects and things like that, he's sort of falling behind. There was a couple scenes in there I'm this is Burton. yes, okay, and they last maybe like 3 or 4 minutes. There's like a cool little stop motion animation clay fight kind of thing. Where I'm like, this is entertaining and very like reminiscent of Tim Burton.
And that was the third act.
And
I thought it picked up in the third act. I really enjoyed the last 20 to 30 minutes of this.
I did too, and that was when
it
I
took
was
so long to get there.
It did, and at that point I was like, I'm just gonna let go and try to enjoy this because like Sam Jackson's funny, you know, he's just like he's funny to watch. I like the way the villains looked. I like their eyes; they were really spooky, and the creatures were pretty cool too.
Yeah,
the hollows. Were
cool.
The
visuals. I mean, nothing fell short visually in this movie, and that's what you expect from Tim Burton. Once again, style, no substance.
However, Miss Peregrine herself, I liked her.
Yeah, Ava Green did a good job.
She did. When she was on screen, she sort of lit up the screen a little bit when she was on.
Right, and I can't remember the actress's name, but the actress who played Emma, the female lead, outside of Miss Peregrine, of course, I thought she did a really good job too. I felt like she was the only one who had like a little bit of life to her, and just everybody else was just kind of.
Yeah, she looked like she was really putting the effort forth.
And I guess we're both. Felt like it was another disappointment from Burton. But go ahead, put a number on it. What do you grade it?
Well, it is. It's, I would say, a little bit of a disappointment from Tim Burton. But there was moments that are redeeming, and I was entertained a little bit during this movie. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 5.5.
All right, 5.5. Yeah, I feel like this movie just barely didn't pass. And I feel like, just there was these good moments. The third act really helped salvage the score for it because I was, going to go pretty low with it.
Yeah.
Just because I couldn't help stop with the X-Men comparisons. But
yeah.
I'm going to go with a 5 out of 10 on this one.
Solid 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buffs. All right, so that's our review. What did you guys think? What do you guys think of Tim Burton in general? Leave all your comments below. And of course, don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, guys, we really appreciate all the support. And be sure to join us next week when we bring you our review of The Accountant. But until then,
there's no place like the theater.